What do you mean by cleaner production is how they produce products in industry. You can see a cycle here. Once you fetch the raw materials, they process in industry, they convert into products. A bread is given. How they make bread? Either they take wheat or wheat flour. They take two things and they process, they make some product, and there will be a logistic. What do you mean by logistic is transportation. They want to sell, they want to take it to all the people, those who are consumers. So what they do is that product they will distribute to all the places by using dealers, using logistics. Now distribution. After transportation, each and every store it will be distributed. Finally the consumer will consume the product, and after that it has to come to raw materials. The bread again has to come to raw materials. How it will come? That is called cleaner production. Imagine a bread I am showing here. How a bread will become a raw material? How to close that? After consuming the bread, what you will do is there will be a waste. That waste has to be decomposed. If you put that bread waste into the soil, what does soil makes? Soil decomposes, isn't it? And it will be a manure for the plants. So this will be again taken and consumed as a raw material. Now this is called cleaner production. There should not be any waste and it should not be dumped in a land. The bread you are consuming, and if it is a waste, it is decomposed into the soil. But what about the plastic cover? Either it is closing the loop. No, it is not closing the loop. We are disposing in the land, it does not degrade. So certain plastics are only recyclable. Understand that all plastics are not recyclable. Only few plastics are recyclable. That is why when bread covers are being provided, there comes the harmfulness. So if there is any cleaner production technology, we should follow. What is cleaner production technology is? If you are consuming the raw material, after utilizing, it has to come to again stage of raw material. Now can you see a Wi-Fi signal here? At all the process you have Wi-Fi signal. Now what does it indicate is, currently in last week newspaper, in Hindu newspaper, I saw that we are disposing large number of e-waste. What do you mean by e-waste is, after consuming the laptops, after consuming the CPU, printers, what they are doing is they are dumping as a waste. The raw materials are not being reused. The computers are being made by using silicons, isn't it? Silicon is one of the raw material. They have to separate silicon. They have to separate copper. They use copper in a laptop or some computer, electronic items. They have to reuse that. A cleaner production. Why the Wi-Fi is being highlighted here is, Wi-Fi in the sense, the companies currently doesn't even have the tracking system. If you lost your mobile, how you can track? You have IMEI number, isn't it? If your mobile is being switched off or it is being transported somewhere, the company track that. That IMEI number, they will track it and then they will recycle the product. So you will be exchanging that product. So the company will receive that, then they will give new IMEI number. How? They will refurbish that or recycle that. Then they will make new products and they will sell. Like that all the electronic gadgets should be. How many electronics product you are having this kind of tracking system? Do you have for printer? No, printers are not having any IMEIs. So the tracking system should be there. That is why final year students, you are being looking for projects. I can see students are looking for projects. You can look for tracking system, computer automated tracking system for all the electronic items. We can see that environment is being damaged by electronic waste. How many electronic wastes are there? You can list it out. How to track that? By using IoT. What do you mean by IoT? Internet of Things. Through internet, wherever the product is available. Can you track your mobile phone in real-time system in IoT? Yes, it is trackable. Through internet, your mobile phones are trackable. Like that, all the electronics components has to be trackable. Cleaner production is a preventive, company-specific, protective initiative. All the industries has to do this initiative. For your bread, I am saying for your bread. Does any company track this? How many breads is being sold? How many of the bread has been gone to disposal? They are not tracking. So this has to be developed. And the minimizing waste and emissions, maximizing the product output. What is cleaner production? Minimizing the waste emission and maximizing what? Products is called cleaner production. By analyzing, how you do that? By analyzing your process. What process you do? Flow of materials and energy. How many energies you use here? For manufacturing, you use water, you use electricity and other materials. You use all these three and combine into the raw materials to make process. So these things has to be monitored, and source reduction strategies has to be done. Do you have any idea for this breads? I will take this bread product only. For covering that bread, you need a insulating cover. It should not damage. There should be a next level of invention for any food products. Big Basket, currently they are following paper bag. If you are purchasing in Big Basket, note that it is a Tata brand. So they take more initiative to decomposable things. So whatever package they give, earlier they used to give in a different mode. They used to have crates, but now they are only following papers, decomposable products only. So you have to make this kind of cleaner production in order to reduce that. Cleaner production definition. You can write this combination of words. Continuous strategy for risk reduction. So there is an arrow, isn't it? You have to read like this. Preventive strategy for risk reduction. Preventive strategy for service. Integrated strategy for process, like that. There should be a strategy for risk reduction for humans, risk reduction for environment. So this is called cleaner production. There should be a strategy for product. Every product should be dealt with a strategy. Every product should be dealt with the process, and for service. Whatever modes you serve, it has to be cleaner. Now, next one, cleaner production in different industries. I will highlight you few industries where cleaner production is required. First one is electrical and electronic equipment. Can you see this kind of waste? These waste, how we can make it as cleaner productions are, they need silicon, it has to be separated, and they need batteries. Is battery recyclable? Yes, batteries are recyclable. So in electronic item, you have to separate that. You will be having copper coils, even you have magnets in the electronic item, and reuse those kind of metals. Mining the metals will create what? Deforestation and soil erosion. Where you will be taking this kind of material, copper, magnet, then silicon, aluminium, these things will be taken from the earth, isn't it? When you are exploring the earth, it creates deforestation and it creates soil erosion. So often this will create the damaging of environment. What you can do is, instead you can recycle these old materials. You should not take the raw materials from the nature, you have to take raw materials from the existing waste. For cars, exchange offer. This is one of the plan and strategy for an organization, exchange offers. For mobiles, they give exchange offers. What they do is, they take the old product, they use as a raw material. It could mean elimination of hazardous substance. Appliance manufacturing. In electrical and electronic equipment, appliance manufacturing has to be taken care by energy efficient products. In last class I have told you, next slide it is there. What type of bulb we have to use? Fluorescent lamp, tungsten lamp or LED lamps? LED lamp we have to use. That is called better appliance manufacture. A lamp is a appliance. Imagine you are disposing a fluorescent bulb. Now you have fluorescent bulb here, isn't it? Inside the fluorescent bulb you have mercury. So that is why when you are switching the lamp, the light is very bright. What happens? This mercury, when you are throwing out, it will be broken, and during any rainfall, that mercury will disintegrate into soil. What happens? They are doing agriculture in the soil. That mercury contaminated the food chain. There is a food chain, no? Whatever the plants they consume, it comes under food chain. So it crosses the food chain. Then naturally what we get is kidney disorders. They cannot identify how the cancers come to a patient. So these are the things which we do. It indirectly affects a person for cancer. And all triple products, electrical, electronic equipment. So these products, manufacturing company should make sure that it is easy to repair, disassemble. They can refurbish and recycle continuously. Next thing I have highlighted you, which is called lighting equipment. This is what I told, fluorescent lights. UV lamp contains mercury. This mercury is toxic to humans and animals, not only for humans, even for animals. So that you can shift this technology into LED bulbs, and mercury, when it gets into water or soil, then it gets into nervous system and kidneys, etc. Alternatively, the EPR light producers can collect the lamps safely. So during the manufacturing or producing of cleaner process, what we get is we get energy efficient bulbs, reduction of carbon footprint. And the next one is third industry is called packaging material. Amazon is a packer. They sell the product. They are logistic. The logistic team needs packing. Packing is their backbone. So during a packing, it should be renewable plastic, not non-renewable plastic. So there are two different plastics. Plastics needs to be renewable. How does plastics are being derived? Is plastics are naturally available material? No. Plastics are derived from crude oil. Where does crude oil come from? Coal. Coal has been mined and crude oil they generate, so it is an artificial process. So plastics are derived from this crude oil process. That is why it is non-renewable. So the drilling process creates, what are the harmfulness it comes? Air, water and noise pollution. These three things comes during manufacturing of plastic. So that is why we have to use recyclable plastics and raw materials in order to lower that. Next thing is cleaner production practice. In that image, you can understand what is cleaner production practice. Where are the places you can input a cleaner practice? First thing, during any material input, use only renewable energy. This creates a cleaner production. Technology, there should be a better technology in order to reduce the wastage of energy, better product process, better operation, better product at the end, lesser waste. Whatever waste and emission should be lesser. So this is what explained in overall good housekeeping. Housekeeping is not only cleaning the house, housekeeping in an industry. This means housekeeping in an industry. There should be less leaks and spills should be there in any industry in order for a cleaner production. Then enforcing operational instruction. If any product is wasted, there will be a waste of energy. When a product is created, we use energy, we use technology. If it is spilled, if it is wasted, what happens? The wastage will be much higher and waste and emissions will be increased. Input in substitution. What are the inputs we have to do? In raw materials, and less toxic raw material has to be taken for cleaner production. Third thing is better process control. So this is the production process. We should have a better process control. What are the process? Operational process and equipment instructions. The workers who are working in a production should have given the equipment instruction, how to handle that equipment, etc. Process of record keeping. I will show you in 2 slides a steel manufacturing plant which is there in Indonesia. Environmental expert came for auditing for a steel manufacturing plant, and they have given suggestion after their auditing. They will look into the manufacturing raw material, how they process, how they dispose, everything they will have a look. Then they will give suggestions. What suggestion they have given, which I will show you in further slide. Like that, when they are reviewing that, they should have a process of record keeping. Then equipment modification. When you are handling, you should have a better equipment, process and higher efficiency. Now, I heard a news before 3 days. Do we have Tesla mobile? We have Apple mobile, no? We have Samsung mobile. Do we have Tesla mobile? It is going to launch in an Indian rupees of 65,000 rupees, which comes with 35 megapixel front camera, 50 megapixel back camera. Tesla is not even touched the mobile industry. Currently, they are going into mobile industry. Why Tesla has been spoken by all the consumers? Because they use eco-friendly technology. Have you seen Tesla cars? It will be electrical vehicle only, maximum. Have you seen that? His technology will be purely different. He will be using renewable energy only. Now Tesla is coming into mobile industry. They use all the product, even the mobile phones, back panels, everything will be having a better technology. This is what I said, equipment modification, which will be done by Elon Musk. He is the owner of that organization, isn't it? That kind of better technology should be having. And technological change, it might be process sequence or synthesis. Synthesis is how they work. This is called synthesis, which will come under operation. Then on-site recovery and reuse. After consuming this product, how to recover. If we take apart from mobile, if you are having a fan, how many people are reselling the fan? Reliance, yes, it is a good thing. So benefits of clear production, improving environmental situation. If you consume clear production product, you will be having environmental situation will be benefited. Continuous improvement, environmental improvement will happen. Cost of final treatment, gaining competitive advantage, increase productivity. The same energy will be used, but production will be increased. If 100 units they consume in an industry, they consume say 100 units for 50 products, for 60 product also same 100 units. How? That process is called increased productivity, reducing volume and toxicity of waste. If you are making any product with toxic chemicals, it has to be changed with a better technology. Shorter payback periods of only in months, low cost options and quick implementation. These are the benefit. This is the real furnace. I have visited a steel manufacturing plant. They melt the iron. They melt and they will pour in the furnace. Can you see this furnace? How much of spillage is occurring here? This spillage will create loss of energy. They have came for a environmental audit. Identify this installation of ceramic fiber insulation inside the furnace wall. Can you see this is called furnace? They are insulating the furnace with the ceramic. What happens if you are heating a furnace? If you are insulating, the heat will not transfer into the furnace. If you are not insulating, imagine use flask for a water will be in hot for more period of time. But if you use a plastic bottle, it has no insulation, that is why the heat lost. After the inspection, they give a suggestion that make insulation in the furnace. What happens? The heat will not go out for longer time, which reduce the fuel consumption and increase the product. This is called cleaner production audit. So installation of water meters. After inspection, they understood that the company doesn't have a water meter. In steel manufacturing company, there should be installed a water meter in order to check the amount of water consumption. Second part is called cleaner technology. Optimizing the use of natural resources and reducing the negative effects is the backbone of cleaner technology. What are clean technology sectors? Sustainable energy. How we are consuming the energy? Through two ways. What are they? Renewable energy and non-renewable energy. So renewable energy comes under sustainable energy and energy optimization can be done. Water has to be recycled and reused in order for cleaner technology. There should be a technology for water, pollution reduction, finally recycling, waste management. Yes. Sustainable energy. There are 4 things I have discussed. First one is called sustainable energy. What are renewable energies? Cleaner technology. We have to use sustainable energy. Sustainable energies are windmill. If you install more windmill, does the environment get harmed? There will be no harmful when you generate the electricity. So that is why wind power is an example of sustainable energy and generation of electricity without producing greenhouse gas emission. Maximum you can install windmill in a seashore. Why? Because in seashore you have high wind flow. Either in a hilly place or near seashore will give you the optimum utilization. Next thing is hydro power plant. Where does hydro power plant comes? From the dam. The water will be stored by using a dam. When the water flows, they generate energy, hydroelectrical energy. This is one of the example for cleaner technology. Due to gravitational force, the water is falling and will produce the power by using fossil fuel based techniques. When you compare with that, it will be much better. Solar energy, photovoltaic cells. Light is enough in order to create energy. So no need of sunshine, sunlight is enough. There is difference between this, isn't it? Sunshine is different, sunlight is different. A small amount of light is enough to generate the power. Photovoltaic cells. This technology is a cleaner technology, generate electricity from solar energy by using photovoltaic cells or comparing solar power system. This creates a current. And next thing is geothermal energy. In India, do we have geothermal energy? Inside the earth, do we have molten lava? Core lava is there, no? If we dig deeper, what happens? There will be free heat will be available. How much degree centigrade is required for a water to evaporate? 100 degree centigrade. So easily the water will evaporate in a volcano. You keep volcano with some water, easily it will evaporate, no? So that is why in India we have Himalayan region. Have you seen hot springs there? Hot spring is what? The water will be very hot because due to the geothermal energy, the water will be already in heated mode. It will evaporate. So you can use that steam in order to generate energy. That is called geothermal energy. In India, we have number of sites. We generate electricity freely. Without burning any fossil fuel, we generate heat. That is called geothermal energy, which is simply heat from the earth we get and water to drive the engines and generate the electricity is called geothermal. This is geothermal power plant. What is this technology? Below the earth you have hot molten lava. Automatically the hot water comes and you can use that steam vapor. You can use that vapor for creating the energy, and by the turbine all the electricity can be used for house purpose. The cooling tower will be there. Again the water will be transferred to the earth. There is no loss or no pollution here is happening. So in India we have this following areas where we generate the geothermal energy. Smart energy is automated energy distribution system by using Internet of Things, and energy reduction, not wasting the energies. And last one is clean water. The water the industry consume, when it lets out, it should not harm or pollute the environment. These much technologies they have. What is that? Microfiltration, first technology. Next one is ultrafiltration, nanofiltration and reverse osmosis. When you are consuming a water, the bore water currently is being used as a drinking water. How? What technology they use? RO water. We are buying water purifiers, no? For how much we are buying? 15,000, 18,000 rupees we are buying the technology. Reverse osmosis technology is being used to get clear water.